Hello everybody, it is Meteorology HY Forecast, guys, and welcome back to the video. Hope you guys are all enjoying your wonderful Sunday afternoon, guys. This will be another update on Windstorm Ezekiel. I actually have my sister and her friend watching me, so it's a little awkward, so that's why I'm kind of like stopping. But yeah, I'm going to be doing another update on Windstorm Ezekiel. I did a December forecast earlier today, so be sure to watch that if you want to know exactly what this month's going to bring for your area. So yeah, we're seeing blizzard conditions throughout areas for the Boston area, soon to come areas near Concord, New Hampshire, Allentown, near New Brunswick, and also Albany and Syracuse will be getting very heavy snow throughout the next coming hours. We'll also be seeing an ice threat for Harrisburg and State College areas, and even Buffalo and Florida and New York areas just north of New York City. So if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, guys. It really means a lot when you guys support my channel. If you know any friends or family that really want to know about the system, if they're in the past, be sure to share them the link to the video. And yeah, if you have any comments or concerns, leave them in the comments below, and I will answer them. But yeah, let's get in this video. Alright, so we're going to be looking at the National Weather Service right now. So we have a couple advisory or windstorm alerts all the way from the Appalachians all the way up into these areas, into the coastal areas near Providence and Hartford. I actually have my sister's friend that lives up there, and he showed my sister how much snow they're up there, and yeah, they're going to get like up to 9 inches more. So we're going to be looking at now. We have a couple of warnings still out here near Green Bay and Marquette, but that's nothing left. Just a couple of inches, or about an inch or two left to come for these areas. And then, of course, near Charleston, areas near Johnson City and Cherokee, North Carolina, all going to be seeing about an inch to 2 inches. That's why they have a couple of windstorm warnings, but nothing other than that. We do have ice storm warnings not far from Pittsburgh. That's where, again, we'll have the freezing rain coming in first before the snow. And then as we get later into tonight, the snow is going to be converting into blizzard conditions for areas near Allentown, Syracuse, and even Albany, and that is where we have windstorm warnings. Now, we actually have a windstorm warnings issued for Boston as the snowfall totals are increasing for those areas. Southern Vermont and New Hampshire are also going to be seeing up to 1.5 feet of snowfall with this system by the end. Albany will be seeing very, very heavy snow too, such as Syracuse, and then the areas near off Lake Huron, near Buffalo. We'll see a little bit less snow for once than the areas in the inland. Now we're looking at the European radar here. This is all updated, so this is all new information here. Again, we can see a little bit of snow flurries out here near New York City, but nothing really much, that much accumulation really compared to areas in upstate New York. We're going to be seeing a huge ice threats for areas near Florida, New York, which is about 50 miles north of New York City, for those people wondering where that is, not Florida. And they're also be seeing near north central Pennsylvania, near State College, where Penn State is. We're going to be seeing very, very heavy ice pellets that could potentially cause black ice, as this ring will also move in and potentially melt as it does rise just a little bit above freezing later in the morning. As we get into now tomorrow morning, we could possibly see cancellation, so it could be an extension to fall break for many areas near Hartford, Connecticut, and Providence, Rhode Island. Those areas will begin some nor'easter conditions. Areas a couple miles north of Syracuse will also be seeing whiteout conditions. Many highways can be shut down with this system. Again, Allentown will start to have a bit of a rain mix converting into the morning, and then Philadelphia and areas near New Brunswick will be seeing very heavy rain, as will be slightly above freezing. And then that's when we have that snow extension by later Monday afternoon. Now that's when Philadelphia will be included in this snow. We'll have heavier snow into areas north central Pennsylvania in the higher elevations, and then that's when Allentown starts to get another some more action. New York City, now Hartford and Providence and Boston will all be seeing some lighter and heavier rain as we get into Monday afternoon. And then of course we'll have that very heavy snow near Portland, Maine, Concord, New Hampshire, more especially from southeastern New Hampshire. And then as we get into Tuesday morning, that's when we have well below freezing temperature, so we'll have that snow extending into New York City. Allentown could be seeing their heaviest snow at that point. Maybe you can see that Appalachia snowfall now from Charleston, the crest of the Appalachians, and then we'll see very, very heavy snow for western Massachusetts and southern Vermont and New Hampshire. This again by Tuesday morning. And then as we get into Tuesday afternoon, that's when we can see our worst conditions for Boston. As you can tell, this is going to be the darkest blue shade I've seen in quite a while, so it's going to be whiteout conditions. So Boston is now snowfall totals are increasing for the downtown area, so really going to get a lot more snow than we expected. Looks like Long Island can also be included in this system, so we can possibly have a bit more accumulation for New York City in those areas. And then by Wednesday, it should roll out. So again, those are higher elevations in Maine. Now for the GFS radar, this is also just updated. As we touched only 84 hours out. So when I came back from my trail, it was all ready. So, but yeah, we're gonna be seeing a very heavy snow throughout north central New York. So, kind of in between the areas of National Park there in upstate New York. Again, we're gonna be seeing this ice during the next 6 hours north of Allentown, a couple miles away from Hershey. And then by the next 12 hours, that's when it really starts to ramp up and pick up really bad as it gets below freezing. We'll have these temperatures really dropping, the increase of snowfall. And we'll also be seeing that potentially that frozen rain that will increase accumulation. So Boston, we're seeing about maybe half a mile visibility at most areas near Foxborough where the Patriots play. That's where it really going to be really bad. We're also going to be seeing the lighter snow now for New York and Pennsylvania. The worst of it will kind of be in the New England area. But here we have this second wave here, this pack of cold air near the Appalachians. That will bring the snowmaker for these areas near Philadelphia, more into Pennsylvania. As you can now in the next 24 hours, that's we have that pack here at a low pressure system at 990 millibars. Going to bring blizzard conditions now for Philadelphia, which is going to be their only time to snow. Really, it's going to actually accumulate. Allentown going to be seeing their worst conditions in the next 24 hours. Areas near Syracuse will also be seeing light to moderate snowfall as it kind of does separate in the system, but then again by the next 36 hours and then 42 hours, that's when it really affects these areas near Foxborough, especially the islands of Massachusetts will really get the worst of it as they're not far off from the low pressure system. And then as we get in the next couple hours after that, but the next 60 hours it should be gone. Now for the NAM3KM model, this one's a bit more detailed. So this is the next 3 hours, so you can really see this snow mix and with rain kind of near the State College area right now. Here's where my friend lives, and my sister's friend there near Hartford. There he's got a lot of snow out there now in Providence, starting to get involved with this snowfall here. We're going to be seeing very heavy snow for Syracuse, blizzard conditions. Yeah, it's really going to pick up in these areas near Harvard and all these areas. We're really going to start to see that snow come in hand in the next 7 hours. That's when we see the dangerous threat for power outages with north central Rhode Island and Connecticut. Areas not far from Allentown, we'll start to see more ice pellets kind of picking up a little bit, and then we could be seeing rain just after. And then Syracuse be seeing moderate to strong amounts of snow within an hour. And then we can be seeing our heaviest snowfall of the year out here just north of Boston. As you can tell, Boston's in this heavy rain, but just north of it, we're going to be seeing the blizzard conditions. It's going to be quite, it's going to be like kind of Christmas, as you can tell. So we're definitely possibly have some school gets canceled because the Northeast isn't really necessarily canceled school even if they get a blizzard, but this could be different in this case. And then again, Albany going to see a bit lighter. You could be seeing the sun coming out at this point, but then it will be covered again, especially for areas near Harrisburg and areas not far from Allentown. We'll have New Brunswick and New York getting involved in these areas in northern New Jersey. And then maybe even some more, a second wave of snowfall into New York City by later into the next 27 hours. So it'll be a bit later into tomorrow. So at this point, we can be seeing really bad conditions for these areas in southern New York and northern New Jersey. Possibly going to be just very slushy, but areas into the Midwest or the Northeast would just be just complete whiteout conditions. Like, it's not going to be slushy there. It's just going to be complete whiteout. Now we'll be looking at the snowfall totals for the new European radar. As you can tell, snowfall totals have increased so much. It's just crazy. Now Philadelphia can be getting up to 4 to 5 inches, and only yesterday morning it showed nothing at all. So really increasing for snowfall. Now New York City has been added to the 4 to 5 inches of snowfall, and yesterday showed nothing at all too. Even this morning's update showed nothing too. Areas near Allentown can look like they can get up to 9 to 10 inches of snowfall. Areas near Harrisburg can be seeing another 4 to 6 inches of snowfall, included near State College up to 7 to 8 inches. Now, Syracuse snowfall totals have gone down just a little bit, but again, not really going to do anything, but up to 13 to 15 inches of snowfall. Buffalo and these areas near off Lake Huron, Lake Erie, will be seeing about a half foot of snowfall. The really crazy thing is right here. As you can tell, Boston has increased up to 13 inches in one update, now with up to 16 inches for downtown Boston and up to around very close to about 2 feet of snowfall for southern New Hampshire and northern areas near up downtown Boston, just outside of the town, we'll be seeing up to 22 inches of snowfall and 20 to 16 inches for much of western and central Massachusetts. Areas near Providence will be seeing up to 13 inches. The whole state of Rhode Island will be seeing more than 7 inches of snowfall. So anywhere you go, you just see complete whiteout conditions. Same thing, the Long Island has also been added snowfall. Delaware has been added to snowfall. And areas where my friend's sister lives, or my sister's friend, up to 10 to 11 inches additional for him, and he's a Georgia guy, so not really used to that snowfall yet. And then now we used to have the GFS radar or snowfall, and this actually has changed quite a bit too. So snowfall totals are kind of agreeing, so that's kind of good. But only really difference is right here is not only showing about 3 inches left for State College to come, only about another 4 to 7 inches for Allentown with this GFS. So that's the only difference really. But again, we see up to 16 to 18 inches of snowfall for areas in the northeastern part of Pennsylvania. A bit of a decrease again for Syracuse, up to 8 to 13 inches of snowfall. Going to really be really tough to get through these travel areas. Up to 11 inches for Albany, the snowiest city in America, is really going to start showing it now. Looks like nothing at all for New York City though, so that's a huge difference, and it's one of the biggest cities in the United States. So you really got to really wait for this snowfall to kind of go down, only about a trace at most. So it's either a trace to 4 inches. It's quite a big difference. But again, good thing is there shouldn't be too much travel right here at this point, as much people have left already for Thanksgiving out where they live. And now looks like Boston could be seeing up to 15 inches of snowfall near the downtown area. But especially just outside of the downtown area, can be seeing up to 20 inches of snowfall. And if you're just east of Boston, it's actually a huge difference. You could possibly see only about 6 to 5 inches. What a huge difference, though. Looks like a huge difference for much of Rhode Island too. Looks like southern areas only 2 to 3 inches, but of course Providence up to a foot of snow. Same thing for Connecticut, where my sister's friend lives. Again, another 9 to 10 inches, so still gonna have a lot of snow left. We have this little pack right here with the higher elevations for western Massachusetts, Connecticut, and then southern Vermont. Also near White Mountain, Connecticut, can be seeing up to 7 inches of snowfall, and then Concord, of course, up to 17 inches of snowfall. We're really gonna have to wait out through here. Now we'll be looking at the NAM 3 km radar or snowfall here really quick. So this is a bit more detailed. But again, showing around the same thing. Looks like downtown Boston has a bit of a decrease based on this radar, only about 6 to 7 inches. But again, just outside those areas outside of Boston, can get up to 14 inches of snowfall. Foxborough at about 8 to 9 inches. Providence and Hartford about the same totals, about 9 to 10 inches of snowfall. Looks like New York City though. Now this one's very interesting. Actually, looks like New York City can be seeing up to 4 to 6 inches with this different GFS radar. So that's a huge difference. So 2 models show snowfall over 1. That's not really. So I'm going to say that New York could be seeing up to 2 to 3 inches of snowfall. Again, Allentown 7 to 8 inches. Areas near State College, huge difference compared to the regular GFS with up to 9 inches. Philadelphia, wow, you guys have really increased snowfall with up to 4 to 6 inches. It's just increased a lot. And then, of course, let's just focus on the Appalachians right there, because not far from me, Johnson City, Trace, and areas near Cherokee can maybe see about 2 to 3 inches. Of course, the most amount of snowfall is in the border of Tennessee and North Carolina, as that's where we have our highest elevation in the southern parts of the Appalachians. But again, of course, areas near Syracuse, 9 to 10 inches. But yeah, we're going to be seeing quite a lot of snow with this system. It could be like a nor'easter, as you can tell. And then if you guys are wondering about Maine, Portland and Maine can actually see more snow than Caribou, which is actually very rare to see, because out there in the coastal areas with up to 6 inches of snowfall. And then here's near Caribou and Bangor in that northern part of Maine, up to only about around 3 to 6 inches. Of course, Caribou will see a bit more. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please do not forget to like and subscribe, and bye guys.